Yo, what is good, everyone? It is your boy Sires. We're back for another market recap slash trade recap. So I did actually end up taking one trade today. I'm gonna break down what my bias was going in for the day, what I saw in price action today. So yeah, let's get straight to it. So obviously, right off the bat, we had 8:30 news today. So what did we create? We created our data high, and we created our data low as well too. So I like to wait to for one of these liquidities to get taken out. So we were approaching market open. We were just kind of chopping. We were just kind of in this range. Nothing really was going on, right? So once market open started to hit, 9:30 hit, boom, we swept our data highs, right? Now I was ultimately bullish on the day, even though I did want to hit these data lows. I wanted some sort of trade to come back down to these. But if you guys come over here to the 1 hour higher time frame, we actually did end up having relative equal highs right here on the hourly chart. So we have our high right here, and then we have our high right here. So that's a pretty strong draw on liquidity. So I was ultimately pretty bullish for the day after all. I did want these relative equal highs today. But once market open started to play out, I saw the price action and we just kept going higher. So I was so confident for sure that we were going to hit these relative equal highs. I didn't think we were going to slow down. We were just going to go straight to it. So what I was thinking off the top of my head was maybe we'll sweep the relative equal highs and then maybe we could find some sort of trade back down to the data lows, right? But that obviously did not end up happening. What did end up happening here is we actually did have a retrace. We started to come back down lower. Now, we did also have these bearish fair value gaps right here as well too, right? The only possible setup that I would have probably taken would have been this 2 minute right here. Now, I just did not like how the RR on this. I would have wanted to like to get an entry up here. Well, like getting an entry down here, that was pretty risky. And we had already taken all of this internal liquidity as well too. So you couldn't really have like any safe stop to break even. You would pretty much be chasing at this point right here. So that was the first thing that I noticed. And then also, once price came back up from this area, we also were respecting this 1 minute bullish fair value gap right here as well too. So that gives us a sign of bullish order flow, right? Now, I was still not confident that we were going to come back down to these data lows just yet. I wanted to see what reaction we would get from this fair value gap right here, if we would get any reaction from it at all. So we were just kind of chilling in the range. And then here, I thought maybe we would get a 1 minute inversion right here back down to the data lows. Now, that did not end up triggering. We just kept respecting it. Just kept holding that fair value gap. So right here up until this moment is when I realized that we were just holding bullish order flow. We weren't really going lower or we weren't going higher either. Now, we also did have a 1 minute order block right here. We were inside of the fair value gap. Now, you could have taken this 1 minute long to the relative equal highs, but I did not trust this setup, or I didn't catch it. I didn't see it at all. You could have gotten your entry here, and then you could have taken some partials maybe at this internal high up here. Move your stop to break even once we hit this internal high. So I missed this entire move. Now the one trade that I was contemplating on taking was actually, so once I missed that out, I waited to see what would happen on this fair value gap right here, right? So obviously you guys know my entry model. We need to wait for the candle to close above the gap to get our entry. Now we were just kind of chilling inside of this little range, and then boom, out of nowhere this candle came out. So this automatically invalidated any trade that I was thinking about taking here. It hit the internal high, so I was going to go for like a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio right here, but it immediately invalidated the trade. Now, I was for sure thinking we were going to hit the relative equal highs here, so I waited patiently for that. But we actually did not end up doing that. We actually kept selling off here. But the first thing that I did notice is when we sold off here, I noticed this wick right here, this candle. I saw how it got bought up, so I was like, damn, okay, so this is like bullish order flow for sure. Because like if we were truly bearish, we would have disrespected this fair value gap on the 3 minute, and we would have probably closed below it, and then that would probably give us the momentum to go back down to the data lows. But that obviously did not end up happening. Price respected this entire area. We also did have another 1 minute order block right here, which price did end up consuming or absorbing, whatever. And we did end up respecting bullish PDA raise once again. So that was like, okay, this is definitely going to be the move higher to these relative equal highs. We left a 1 minute bearish for value gap right here as well too. So what did I wait? I waited to see if price would come back up and then get the close, and then we would target our relative equal highs. Now we also did leave a bullish SMT as well. So on MNQ, we actually did end up taking the low, but on ES, we did not end up taking the low. So we had a bullish SMT right there. And we also had good momentum to the upside from here. So that's where I actually got my entry right here. Put my long position here. My target was the relative equal highs. I went for a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. Now my first target was going to be this internal high right here. So that was my first TP. Keep in mind I got filled here, so we let price action play out. And there we go. We went straight to the relative equal highs. So ultimately my bias did end up playing out. I was correct on this trade right here. So yeah, I mean, it's just pretty simple. We're just respecting bullish PD arrays. I wanted higher prices. I wanted the relative equal highs to get tapped into. And we just kind of just traded up all the way back up to the relative equal highs. So that was the best trade that you could have taken today, in my opinion. This is my favorite setup I've caught in a while. Good trade, good day overall. Despite me wanting the data lows, I was able to completely keep a bullish bias and realize we were going to go higher and target these relative equal highs. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me today. Hope you guys learned something. Hope you guys understood what I was going down, breaking down what were the signatures and price I was looking for. And yeah, that's going to be it for me. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Stay blessed and have a good one, y'all.